CoverGirl exhibition. I'm using the CoverGirl exhibition for mascara. I'm using the CoverGirl Exhibitionist mascara. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So it has been a hot minute since I did a makeup tutorial, and I know I've just been so busy with work doing a lot of stuff that doesn't involve my YouTube channel. Like, I would love to talk to you guys about what I've been doing, why I've been off YouTube and all that stuff. I think that's a separate conversation, so if you want to have like a life update video, just let me know in the comments down below or whatever, because I know a lot of you guys don't care. Hold on, my phone is blowing up. Okay, sorry about that. So anyways, this video, as you already know, is going to be a review, an unboxing, and a tutorial of the brand new Morphe and Jeffree Star palette, and I'm late to the party, but I thought it's better late than never, and I wasn't even gonna do this video because I've kind of been over YouTube.
And if you want to know why, then just comment below.
But I went to Morphe yesterday because I had to restock on some makeup, and it was just there. It was like, by me, and I was like, okay, so I got it, and I was like, you know, if I'm gonna do a look with it, I might as well just film it. So here it is. I already did it, and let's just cut to the chase. Let's just start with the review, because why not? If you want to see the tutorial, then just stay tuned, keep watching. It's at the end of this video. But I 100% am blown away by this palette. So I have been a huge fan of Jeffree Star's products. I feel like he just comes through with everything. He does not cut any corners when it comes to coming out with a good product. I have his Androgyny palette. I also have his Blood Sugar palette. They have both been reviewed, so if you want to see those reviews, tutorials, whatever, click down below. They are linked. And I love his formulas. I feel like with every palette he comes out with, get better and better. And honestly, like, I swear to God, he is using Jeffree Star formulas in this Morphe palette, because the formula is better than a standard Morphe palette. Like, this palette honestly should be like 50 bucks. I would pay that because of the value that you're getting. So let's just go ahead and do the unboxing real quick, and then we'll talk a little bit more. Okay, so let's start with the unboxing. This is the Morphe and Jeffree Star packaging. I love that everything is just gorgeous tones of pink, and then they have the holographic background here. So on the back here it says, "Hi, how are you?" from Jeffree. There's a little picture of Jeffree right here, probably wearing all of the shadows from the palette. And it just says a little bit about his collaboration and why he did it. And then of course down here is all the ingredients, the official hashtag if you want to see some pictures of creators that use this palette, is Morphe x Jeffree Star. So just gonna go ahead and go right into opening up this palette. It is in a nice bubble wrap. Hopefully nothing is broken. Here's the palette. It looks just like the outside of the box. There's nothing on the back of the palette. And we have a mirror. Thank God. I just love mirrors on palettes. It makes it so much easier to put on makeup, especially on the go. And these are all of the gorgeous colors in the palette. So the palette has a mirror, which is huge. I think that's adorable. The holographic detailing is really nice. Definitely better than like standard Morphe packaging. You get so many different unique colors. It's honestly everything you need for like any like everyday look that you want to create. And it just has like everything I've wanted in a palette. So I love it. The only thing that I have to say is that it's a little bit big, and that's only an issue for me because I travel so much, and you know, space is very limited when I'm on the go. I usually travel for weeks at a time, and I just feel like it's just a lot to carry around. But other than that, I love the palette. The formula was great. Everything blended really nicely, as you can see. And the pigment just came through. Let's go ahead and get into the first impressions tutorial where I try out this palette for this look for the first time. So already looking at this palette, I'm like super overwhelmed. There's like so many options, and I am just choosing my transition color. I have no idea where to start because I love everything. Let's go with a more, I'm gonna say natural right now. This could change later. We'll see where this look takes us, but right now I want to say natural, so we're gonna go with 1985. And I'm just gonna put this like all over my eye area, starting in the outer corner. If you don't have a crease, like I am kind of Asian, so I have like a monolid. So I just kind of like push it up against that bone right where it indents, and that's kind of where my crease is. And as I build, I start to fake it. And guys, I'm so sorry about my lash extensions. I don't know what this guy's doing right here. That's just a whole nother story. So now we're going over here, and I'm just pushing up against that bone where it kind of gets hollow, and that's my crease. And then I'm kind of bringing it up and over almost into my nose contour because that'll be useful later. So now we have like a nice little peachy tone going. If you guys don't notice a difference yet, it's fine because it's just a transition. So I'm gonna keep using the same brush. This is a Crown Brush C441 Pro Blending Crease Brush. Going one shade down over here to Mr. Diva. And I'm just doing little circles, kind of pushing into the hollow part on my outer corner. So we're still going pretty broad. And I'm kind of sweeping back and forth and then bringing it up and over. Just a little bit lower than where I put that last color. And as the pigment starts to come off my brush and onto my face, I'm just kind of like buffing it into the rest of my eyes. So don't be scared. It looks crazy right now, but you know, with my looks, they always just come together later. All right, moving on down, we're going to Los Angeles. It's this burnt orange type of color. Now we're using a Morphe M514 brush. Just for comparison, you can see the difference between the first and second brushes. It's just a little bit smaller, so you can go a little bit more into detail. So now I'm just starting pushing it into the outer corner of my eye. Again, in that hollow area, but definitely a lot lower and tighter into my crease because that's what we do. And then bringing it up and over. And then again, the same deal, just blending it and pulling it out. So first impressions, I decided to do my eyes first because with a new palette, you never know what's going to happen with fallout. There's like almost nothing. There's like that little bit which could sweep off with a brush. Let's say if I just wanted to sweep off that fallout, it would just disappear. But I haven't gotten to the blacks yet, so we'll see how long this lasts. But right now, I'm like super impressed with the formula. It's very pigmented, super easy to blend. It's just doing what it's supposed to do, and I'm happy. I'm gonna go ahead and take the black and start just like the process of making my eyes look bigger, which is like my thing. So a lot of people teach you that to make your eyes look bigger, you're supposed to put the dark on the outer corners. But if you do both the outer and inner corners and do that like halo thing, but like with black, it makes your eyes look really big. I mean, it works for me. I'm half Asian. My eyes are naturally very small, and that's totally fine, and I rock it sometimes. But when I feel like having bigger eyes, this is just what I do. So you see how I kind of just like started pulling it up like that? It just creates an illusion of like more roundness. So now I'm gonna go ahead and start this wing. And I know you guys can't see anything that I'm doing because my lashes are so big and messed up. It's like 10 times worse for me. Like I can't see what I'm doing back there. So I'm just kind of guessing. So my eyes are like curved up. If I just pretended like they kept going with this curve going down, I just pull it down just a little bit and then up so that my eyes look bigger. And I'm doing the same thing on the other side. And now I'm just kind of like feathering this up and over into my crease. So I'm just starting like that little crease line, but I'm not like really going through with it yet. It's just like a rough draft, and you can just tell like my eyes look bigger already. So with this, there's a lot of rubbing against eyelashes. The brush is different. Obviously it's black pigment, so there is fallout. Nothing out of the ordinary, but just letting you know it's there. And we're gonna stop here with the black for a sec. I'm gonna go ahead and use this brush. This is a Makeup Geek defined crease brush, and I'm just gonna go ahead and dig into Calabasas, and I'm just drenching my brush in pigment. And this is important because I'm just gonna sweep it over and use it to blend. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and start on the outer corners of my eyes around the lines of where the black ends. I'm just gonna go ahead and start buffing that up and over into the rest of the eyeshadow look. And now you see with that blending what a big difference that made. It just kind of like, I don't know, pulled it together. I know this might be like way too dark for some people, but you know, this is just the look that I'm doing today and I love it. So same thing on the other side. We're just going to blend out these sharp lines, going over that black. And again, the key to this is to just use a denser brush. You still want it to be like a blending brush, so this brush is perfect. And then just kind of drench it, like really get it super saturated in pigment. Like this brush is black and you can see the pigment on it, so that's how much you want to have. And then just obviously pack it on there. So to cut my crease, I am using this color. I just looked at this. It says, "Welcome back to my channel." Love that. We're gonna do 2. And it's like a really pretty shimmery pink. It's very reflective, so on the camera it looks like white, but it's pink. And we're gonna just put that into the middle of my crease. And this is what you call pigment. Wow. That's pretty. So yeah, just the middle. Again, if you have a crease, you just put it on the middle of your crease. If you don't have a crease like me, then you just push it up into that little bone and we make that crease happen. Same brush, because I don't care. And we're gonna go into a darker shimmer. I am vibing pink. Is that okay? I really want to use this pink one. Yeah, okay, so we're gonna do this pink color. It's called Don't Know Her. Love that. And we're gonna use it to blend this shimmer into that black and red situation out here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go in the middle and just like wiggle it back and forth using a super light hand. You see, just kind of pulls it in all together. And we're doing this on the inside as well. I just wish I could see behind those lashes. So I was like living for that shimmer. I feel like I kind of lost it by putting in that pink. So I'm just gonna go back in and put a little bit more. I'm like addicted to this color. It's called Two, like T-O. It's my favorite one. This is not from Morphe, but it's an Urban Decay glitter liner. And I just wanna like cut this crease. So I'm just gonna go ahead and like line that top row with that glitter, and it kind of like defines everything. So there is fallout. Not the worst fallout I've ever seen in my life, but it's there, as you can see. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean up this mess with a makeup wipe. And I love this method of doing the eyes first because everything just looks so clean. But the trade-off is that I have to be on camera with my skin all bare like this, and it's hard, you know. Okay, so I cleaned up all the fallout. What I'm gonna do now is just do my skin off camera, and then I'll be back to do like all the rest of the eye stuff, which is just like the shadow here and lashes. So I will be right back. So on my lips, I'm using the Jeffree Star liquid lipsticks, the Mannequin and Sagittarius colors. I'm using Sagittarius on the outside and then a little bit of the Mannequin in the middle just to give it a highlight. Okay, so now that my skin is done and my lips are done, we're gonna go back into finishing up the lower lash line. But I'm gonna bake under my eyes. I'm using the Kylie pink setting powder, which I totally love. And I'm just gonna like put it close to my lash line. And I love baking for so many reasons. The reason why I need to be baking when I do my lower lash line is because it catches the fallout, but also this little line of like bake right here is gonna make everything blend really nicely in my lower lash line. So that's like the main reason why we can't do everything together, and that's why we have to bake to do the lower lash line, because it needs to be like super blended. So we're going back into the palette. So I'm gonna go into Honest Truth. It's this peachy pink color, and I'm using a Morphe M562 brush, and you can just spread this out as broadly as you want on your lower lash line. I like to go way out because it makes everything blend. Also, if you have like dark under eye circles, this peachy color is perfect because it's gonna kind of camouflage that. So I'm just pulling it way down. As you can see, the peach goes all the way down to here, but you can't really tell because it's blending into that bake, so don't be scared to go way out. I'm also pulling it back this way, and we're gonna go tighter into that lower lash line. I'm using Los Angeles, same brush, and I'm just pulling it through my lower lash line so you can see what that does for my eyes. All right, we're gonna use a more narrow brush. Honestly, I'm gonna use that same brush I used to put the glitter on my crease because I'm lazy and we don't need extra brushes for no reason. This is the MAC 228 brush. I'm just kind of like rubbing it on my hand so that that shimmer is not really there anymore. Let's do something fun. Let's do like purple. We're gonna use Mogul, and I'm gonna go and like basically line my eyes. We're still going pretty broad. It's just to give it a little bit more dimension. And I'm just pulling that across. And now I'm using my pencil brush. This is the one that I use to do all the black stuff. I'm just gonna go into this brown one. It says, "Hi dude," right here. And we're gonna do the outer and inner corner of the lower lash line. So we're doing the same halo effect, but like on the bottom. And I'm doing the inner corners right now. You know, to make your eyes look really big, you can actually do like a cut crease on your lower lash line too, which I like to do sometimes. So I'm not dipping back into my pigment, just using whatever's left because it's gonna make like a little shadow. And I'm just going like this, and it's literally making like a cut crease on your lower lash line, kind of creating like a little new line under there. So now what I'm gonna do is go back into that pink shimmery color that I love too, that I used right here, and I'm gonna just put like a little dot on the bottom in the middle, and that's just to keep the lines going, make the eyes look more open, all that good stuff. I'm just gonna blend that through one more time with this brush, and we're gonna go ahead and brush off all the bake. So you see how clean that was? It just picked everything up. Everything's nice and blended on the lower lash line, and whatever's left I'm just kind of like bringing it into my skin. For mascara, I'm using the CoverGirl Exhibitionist mascara, and it looks a lot like the Too Faced Better Than Sex. It's just a lot more affordable. And I'm only putting this on my lower lashes because for my top ones, I have extensions and I'll just put some lashes on top. So for lashes, I'm so excited because this is the first time I am sharing these live on my YouTube channel. And it's probably the first time you're gonna see these lashes. They're brand new Lisa lashes from my lash collection, and they're just like really nice and wispy. If you've shopped my lashes before, they're like a mix of Gemini and Taurus, and they don't have a name yet. So I'm thinking I want to go back into my horoscope collection. So comment down below with your horoscope sign, and whatever gets the most comments that has not already been named as a lash yet will be the name of these lashes. So go for it, comment down below, tell me what your sign is, and in a couple weeks I'll be releasing these lashes with the new name. Make sure you follow the LadyCode shop on Instagram so that you know when they're released and you can shop them, and I always post discounts. If you've made it this far in the video, you can use code GLAM20 for 20% off any lash, and the link is down below if you want to shop my lashes. So again, I know the extensions are in the way, but I just feel like these are a really good lash. If you want a dramatic look but have eyelash extensions, they're perfect for stacking on top of your extensions, or if you're in like the weird growing out phase. I feel like this just makes it look nice and blended, and they look super duper full. Okay, so both of my Lisa lashes are on, and that is pretty much it for this look. I hope you guys enjoyed my little tutorial. I do adore this palette. I'm loving the way these colors look on my glam. So thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in my next video.